Have you ever seen a magician make a coin disappear? I'm going to do that for you right now. But not with one coin. No, that's for the amateurs. Not even with 2 coins, no. In fact, I'm going for the gusto here. 3 coins. That's right, count them. 3 coins. Each one of these coins is going to disappear, one by one, from, excuse me, from my hands. And you're going to see it happen. Watch carefully. With a snap. The first coin is gone. Only 2 coins are left. That's 1. That's 2. So, of course, logic would take, well, 1's gone. The second one, watch, with just a wave. The second coin is gone, leaving me with just a single $50. And the last one, with a blow, disappears as well. We can bring them all back. If I reach out here, we can get coin number 1. Coin number 2 comes over here. That's coin number 2. And coin number 3, right over there. That's all 3 coins. Now, a common question I get is where coins go when they disappear, because, of course, they can't just cease to exist. They have to go somewhere. And, in fact, they travel from my hand invisibly all the way through the air, do a double somersault in the air, and land in my breast pocket. Of course, I can't put them straight in. You'd see that, so it has to be done magically. Watch. With a snap, 1 coin leaves my hand, leaving me once again with just 2 coins. And of course, if 2 coins are here, that means that 1 coin has traveled from my hand, jumped up, done a double somersault in the air, and landed in my breast pocket. We'll do that again with coin number 2. Watch. With a wave. Hop! That's number 2. 1 coin is left. Just 1. Because the second one has traveled into my pocket. That's 2. And of course, the last coin. Watch that last coin go. With a blow. All 3 coins disappear, travel in the air, and land inside my breast pocket. That's 1, 2, 3 coins. This deck of cards is blue. This deck of cards is red. You seem confused. I'll prove it to you. This deck of cards is blue, this one's red. No word of a lie. Here, choose one. Do you want to use the blue one or the red one? It's your choice. The blue one? Awesome. We'll use the blue one. I'll remove the blue deck from its case. A full, complete deck of cards. And you're going to choose one in a very fair way. I'm going to fan the cards out like so. And as I run my hand along the fan like this, just say the word stop whenever you want. Right here? Awesome. We'll remove the card that you stopped at. We're going to leave that card there. We'll place the blue deck and place it underneath its case. So you've chosen the Jack of Spades from the blue deck. I'll remove the red deck, the one you didn't choose, and we're going to stick the blue card right in the middle. Your Jack of Spades goes right in the middle of the red deck. You still seem confused. This is a blue deck. That is a red deck. Here's a question. What color is the deck in my hands? Red? You're right. This is, in fact, a full red deck of cards. But if you remember at the very beginning, I placed a single blue card right in the middle of that red deck of cards, and it was the card that you chose from the blue deck, the Jack of Spades. Now, of course, the blue Jack was taken out of the blue deck, which sits underneath its case, just like I said it was. There's the full blue deck. There's the full red deck. And now you know never to doubt me again. Two personal objects. A coin that you lent to me just a second ago. And a card that you just selected. We're going to try a special experiment with these 2 objects. I'll hold one in each hand like so, and you're going to see them switch places before your very eyes. You won't believe it. Watch carefully. On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. They've switched places. Thank you very much. Good night. Yeah, okay, you're not impressed. Well, here, I'll do it for real this time. How about that? Watch carefully. 1 in each hand. 1, 2. You know, I think you're kind of skeptical. I guess it's because maybe the objects are out in the open, right? You might think I switched them or something in the air. Well, I don't, but To prove that, I'll take one of the objects, the coin, and we'll stick it inside the card box. So now with the coin inside the card box, I can't mess with it, right? So the coin is on the inside of the card box, the card is on the outside of the card box. They can't be switched unless magic is used. Watch carefully. 1, 2, 3 taps. The coin is now on the outside of the box, and logic would dictate if the coin is on the outside, that inside the card box is your chosen card. Do you know what cards are made of? A lot of people know the basics. They know that cards are made of course, paper, cardstock, the ink to print the cards, the plastic coating on the cards. But what people don't know is that there's actually a small quantity of pig bone in every single card. It's true, it gives the cards their stability and their rigid quality. And because there's pig bone in the cards have odd properties because, as you know, over time, once you break a bone, it heals. The card can possess similar properties. Watch carefully. We folded the card into quarters, 4 separate sections. So I can take each of the 4 separate sections and tear them all free. That's part number 1. We'll sit on that for a second. So now we're left with just 3/4 of a card. Now for the second part. We'll tear that right off, leaving me with just half of a card. The third part gets torn off just like that. 4 separate sections of card, but because of the pig bone, all I have to do is just hold the joints of the card together for just a minute and give a little wiggle, and the card completely restores itself at the seam. We'll do this again with the second piece. I'll take the second piece and do the exact same thing. Pan it onto the card, and with a little massage, that piece gets healed right back onto the card. Of course, there's still 1 piece missing. We have 2 separate seams to heal it onto, and all we have to do is give it a little rub, and that last piece completely and totally restores. And that is ripped at the seam. Two coins for an experiment. We have a copper coin and a silver coin. 2 coins. 2 very different coins, 2 very different metals. We'll take one of them. I guess we'll use the copper coin. I'm going to place the copper coin up inside my breast pocket, where it's nice and safe and warm. That just leaves the silver coin on the outside. So the silver's here, and the copper's in my pocket. All I have to do, though, is take the silver, give it a squeeze in my hand, and it changes into the copper coin. And if the copper's on the outside of my pocket, it only makes sense that on the inside, where the copper once was, is now that silver coin. Let me introduce you to the amazing crime-fighting superhero team, the Fantastic Fours. Here they are, ladies and gentlemen, those wonderful Fantastic Fours. Typical superhero types. They'll hide away in the city until trouble's afoot. Then they'll emerge to save the day. Because, of course, Deku Kara is much like a society. I mean, we've got different sort of citizens, upper class, lower class, and a few bad seeds thrown into the mix for good measure. So I'd like you to choose one of these cards to act as a villain, as a bad seed of sorts. As I go through the cards like this, just say the word stop whenever you'd like, please. Right there? Fabulous. Remember the card you've chosen as your special villain. So the villain resides deep within the heart of the city, causing trouble everywhere he goes, unless the special Fantastic Fours can emerge to save the day. So the Fantastic Fours have to descend upon the city, find the criminal, save the day, before once again returning to the darkness. It all happens in one foul swoop. Ready on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Just like that. The Fours have disappeared, leaving just 1 card. And the 1 card is the villain captured. That 8 of clubs. The 8 is put in jail, but is soon broken out by his accomplices, because the 8 doesn't work alone. He has his own special team of supervillains bent on destruction and chaos. So they decide to divide themselves up amongst the city and cause trouble, such as this. the city divided. The criminal eights placed in different parts of the city to cause trouble. Now it seems as though only a miracle could save that city, unless the magical, wonderful, spectacular, fantastic fours come in to save the day, as the city gets further and further pushed into a state of chaos. The Fantastic Fours emerge from the darkness with the special signal of a click of the fingers. When you snap the fingers, the fours have appeared and have captured some criminal cards. And the criminal cards the fours have captured are none other than those villainous eights. Except for the one that you selected, the eight of clubs, apparently still run amok in the city, correct? Actually, no. The eight of clubs, you see, the one you chose, was the ringleader of the whole group. So as opposed to capturing them with the fours, the eight has been placed in a special holding cell all the way across town. There's your card, your villain, the eight of clubs. All four eights captured and contained, all thanks to your favorite superhero team and mine, the Fantastic Fours.